Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog-a-day, and today is Thursday the 13th, and I spent most of the day outside working on some projects I had to wrap up. I got a set of better ramps built for my lawnmower shed that I built here a while back. I also went ahead and covered the floor with some wood I had, just some junk scrap wood. I kind of was going to cut strips to put in the middle, and it seemed like a lot more work than it needed to be. So I ended up using some free particle board I had and made a floor out of that, and realized it might not have been the best idea because now that stuff is super slick and I'm having a hard time backing up in there with my chains on my lawnmower. So I've got to figure out what I'm going to do with that. I don't know if I might go out and maybe tack down a few lathes or something like that, or maybe pull it back up. I only got a few dozen screws in it, so I could take them up real quick if I wanted to and just stick down some other boards. I might go out there and try and take my circular saw or router, maybe try and cut some grooves in it or something, but don't know what I'm going to do at the moment. I'm just going to leave it like it is. It's getting up in there. Worst case scenario, I'll throw a little come along in there and kind of use it to pull it back up in the shed. So I'm hoping that it'll get kind of beat up and roughed up as I go, and it'll make it for a lot better traction. So anyway, other than that, I went ahead and got a few things out there done. I got the floor shimmed up and put a bunch of blocks underneath it to keep it a little more stable in that from sagging down with the weight over the winter, the mower sitting in it. Got some other stuff put away, pushed the back of the shed there, got my push mower, my riding mower deck, that kind of stuff up in there. Also, I came in the shop. It was fairly nice out today. I had the doors open and stuff, had the window open, getting some air through. As it started chilling down, I went ahead and fired up my wood stove, got it nice and toasty warm in here. I decided since I was going to have it warm, I might as well go ahead and knock out a couple projects I had to get done for Christmas presents and that, and a couple other things. So I got a few things finished up, thank goodness, and decided to work on a refinishing project for a table I picked up here a while back. And I had started doing it a while back and then thought I had a use for it, or thought somebody else had a use for it. Turns out they had no need for that at all. They needed something completely different, but really poor communication. You know how that stuff goes. But anyway, I'm going to show you a couple of things I got done here real quick. So I'm going to spin the camera around here. And I've got a coat of paint, or not a coat of paint, cone of varnish on here, polyurethane I believe it is actually. And I'm trying to see if you can kind of see it's got some nice sheen to it. If I can get down here, maybe look up there at it. You can see it's got a nice little sheen on there. It's not doing too bad. I figure I'll put probably 3 more coats on here. I'm doing a steel wool sanding in between each coat, kind of scuffing up. I've got a 4/0 steel wool, which is the smoothest, smallest steel wool I can find. Having good luck with it so far. It's looking nice. It's not perfectly dry yet, but it's dry enough to the touch, so I'm not too concerned about dust in that. I have my little redneck dust collector over here, and it's working pretty good. You can see I've got the little furnace filter on it, just a box fan going. I've turned it off for sound right now. I also went ahead and put a couple coats of polyurethane on my welcome sign. This sign I'm really happy with. It had a great little knot in the side of the wood there, so I'm really happy the way that turned out. There's a couple little screw ups. If you notice the O down here, the left hand side of the bottom is not quite, I don't know, not quite perfect, but oh well. The W is a little bit off too, but it kind of adds that handmade look. You can make anything with like a little router jig and have it look more perfect, but that's not the look I was going for with this. So this is the dog-eared fence post, actually a fence slat I guess, and I went ahead, and this is the factory dog ear here, so I went ahead and actually cut the exact same shape on the bottom. And what I done is I took a piece I had cut off from the chair I made and laid it up there, traced it out, so I had the same shape. So mostly what I was after was this knot hole. I was real happy with how that turned out, so I'm glad that's done. Like I said, I've got a couple coats of that on there. The paint's dry, the polyurethane's drying. By tomorrow morning it'll be good to go, and I'll be ready to, I guess, get that wrapped up and give that away. Hopefully this weekend's where it's going to go, so we'll figure out from there. Also, while I was in between coats, once I got the started putting a finish down on this table and stuff, I realized the fact that I can't create any more dust in the room. So it's one of those things that's going to kind of suck there. Plus I got to keep the heat in the shop so I can bake and, you know, cure all night. I've got it kind of setting, my wood stove's right over there, and I got the fan that's going to blow across it when I was out here helping bake this, you know, table nice and dry. So that's what I'm mostly after. I'm gonna throw some more wood in here, getting ready to head back inside. It's about 1:40 in the morning, I believe, right now. So I'm gonna head back inside, get the wood stove full again before I head in, and then tomorrow morning I'll come out, make sure the wood's going good. I'll probably create myself a little bit of dust. I got a handful of stuff I need to cut in the morning, and then once I get the dust to settle down, my fan going, the table will be dry enough. Then I'll hit it with the steel wool again, hit it with my tack cloth, throw another coat on there, and then hopefully come back and get a second coat on, or the fourth coat then I guess it'd be, but the second coat for the day right before I go to bed again at night. So that's my main goal. It's supposed to be fairly nice weather, so I'm hoping I can do most of my rough sawing, my rough cutting wood outside is my plan for that. So anyway, that's pretty much all I know for today. Had another little bit of that weird, I'm still having those fucked up panic attacks. It's kind of driving me crazy. My heart's racing like hell at times for doing nothing. So I don't know what's going on there. Got to hopefully get that figured out here pretty soon and go from there. So I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe and wonderful day. Thanks for watching.